Right. Hello, welcome to another RR18 match. This time we have got SkyL3R going up against Meekah, of course. Two really goated players who have come up against each other a couple of times. Casting this match with me, I've got D-Sun. How's it going?
Hello, it's fine. How about you?
Good, good. Just getting double ad bombed by Twitch right now, but once we are through that, just 145 away from the first map here, Sapienza. A really exciting match here, I think.
Yeah, it is true. I wanted to tell you something. How do you say my nickname? Disan, however you feel it. If you feel like Dishon sounds nice, but the fact that I'm just not black, so you would
So,
have to imagine me as a black person.
so,
Like
so,
that one guy from Cyberpunk.
okay. So we could go Deson or Deshaun, frankly, and you're good with
Yeah.
either. Okay.
Or Deasan, or I don't know.
So now we've got the big questions out of the way now. And now for the less important discussion at hand, Meekah versus SkyL3R here. They have played two times before in the last two tournaments. Meekah winning both times, 8-2 in RWC 2025 and 6-2 in RR17. So 2-0 head-to-head. A solid map for both of them here, though, but it is Meekah's pick. Little decently stronger PB. And same win rate though, slightly more times played. So yeah, 15 seconds. Sapienza will be our first map. Was that someone's mic? Was that
in 10 seconds.
the as we get a yawn, first spin here, you want to take this one, D-Sun?
Yeah, I can take it. It's Silvio Caruso, Lotus Out Rifle, disguised as PI, a private investigator, if someone doesn't know. Francesca De Santis, Silence SMG, disguised as Delivery Man. Interesting.
Yep, you've got two disguises in theory outside of Silvio's mansion. I don't know. All right. So grabbing PI first, buffering it free delivery man would be a gamer move. I suppose so.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
not.
so. Delivery Man will not be found tranked for like a lot of. So you have a long time, like coming back to get your back disguise.
Yeah, already
That
just
be
not
the thing?
not the two most
Yeah.
convenient disguises to grab in terms of at least where they're at on the map. As we see them taking different paths now. SkyL3R trying to get this bullet impact body shot panic so that they can get in here and get the free delivery man in the gardening shop. So they'll leave their PI over in the gardening shop as they move forward to try and get this Francesca kill. Of course, they've already got the SMG ready to go for that kill. Meekah has the SMG. Don't believe they have the... they're going to go back and get the delivery man. They must have dropped their PI near the chefs or under the chefs in the Silvio's property.
Yeah, so what Meekah does here is he doesn't want to leave this disguise on Delivery Man, so he decided to take another disguise, which could be... He has time to do it, so why not, I guess.
Yeah, he's making his way back. SkyL3R... Yeah, both of them with interesting places where they've got their Disguises left. Skylar's a little further away, but also looking to get to this Francesca kill slightly earlier.
Okay. Nice thing to see from Skylar that he leaves only one bullet in the SMG to not destruct shot after killing Francesca.
Yep, gets
Good thing he
the...
remembers it, and he gets the kill on Francesca DeSantis.
Yeah, and he's out of there. Crawling out with this bus. Not going to go for the chair walk.
And he will be going for, natural Caruso isolation here.
Yeah, and from there it's just going to be a matter of how quick can they go run and grab that stashed PI that they have. Meanwhile, Meekah pulling up on the Francesca kill.
Even though Skylar is ahead, but Meekah could be pretty much on the same pace, because Meekah would not have to go all the way to that delivery man to grab behind this guys.
Yeah, Skylar is going to have to run a bit further here to go grab their PI. Not in an unbelievably convenient or inconvenient place, just a little bit further. Meanwhile, Meekah takes care of the Franny kill.
Also, on his way, he decided to grab loud assault rifle.
Yep, got to
Okay,
pick
so
up that smuggle.
he knows what he's doing. He didn't take it like first time. He knows what he's doing.
But Meekah already back in the private detective.
Okay, so I was wrong. Kids don't listen to me. He was leaving that disguise into that in that shop. So not a big walk from him.
No, but still a small bit of a lead for Meekah. They do have to actually isolate Silvio, but that's not something that typically takes a ton of time. Although, they do have to actually get the lure over there. So yeah, Skylar probably in a superior position here. After they drag him over, they can leave the other guard as they are tranked, I believe.
Yeah, doing this way. There's also an option where you could just go all the way up to the rooftop of observatory to get the kill, but that could be like a few seconds slower. But she will not panic anyone, I believe. And Skylar will be getting this.
Yeah, they've got the EMP to
Here
take
done.
care of the virus really easily, dropping down with the SMG. And yeah, there they go. Skyware out in 622, and they're going to take map 1 in this one.
Interesting from him. Good, pretty interesting decisions from him, like leaving this guy's there into in that shop. I don't even remember how to get into that shop, and he does remember that he has to grab loud, assault rifle.
Yeah. No, that sequence with leaving the PI in the gardening shop, grabbing the smuggle on his way back. That saved the time that he needed to versus Meekah, and gives him that first map. Now, something a little interesting here before we even see the map stats here. Like I said, Meekah is 2-0 career against Skylar. They've only dropped 2 maps in those 2 matches, but they've dropped the first map every time. So this is now the 3rd straight match that Meekah has lost the first map to Skylar, if our stats isn't deceiving me. We'll have to see if Skylar can take a second map this time around.
You just go for
And when we go into Miami, their pick, giving them the chance to do that.
effective late, then it's fine. But I don't know any of those timings.
Here we see that Meekah has performed better on Miami than SkyL did, but I'm pretty sure he's just it's not the matter of win rate or I guess the match. It's something with knowledge about this map. So why the reason why he's so sure to pick this map against the player that has better win rate.
Yeah, and a lot of the time this deep in the tournament, you're playing on a couple different factors. What have you happened to play recently in your matches? Have you just been practicing for that late week because you had it in recent matches? What can you even pick anymore?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, true.
so yeah, some
Like
some factors there.
Skyler's famous Colorado is he cannot pick it anymore. So Miami is his second picked map, I believe. So
Yeah, so still, a map that they're comfortable enough on 3-2 859, but definitely going to be a chance for them to bring down that PB in this map. You'd expect, and yeah, Meekah, like you mentioned, pretty comfortable 8-4-1 626 PB. If they get the right spin, they could also potentially bring that down. So. However this map goes, it wouldn't be too crazy to see a new PB from one of them. And yeah, both just
I'm just so excited to see this map. No, I'm just waiting at all. Why is it for 40 seconds left? I thought it would be
exactly. No, and look, Meekah's really excited too. Actually, they can't even contain their joy at the moment.
yeah.
Meanwhile, SkyL3R kind of running through the steps of a spin. Meekah running through how many NPCs they can kill before we get started. And yeah, just 12 seconds left until we get this one. Meekah showing off some really impressive tech here as we get started. SkyL3R going to be replanning. Just 3 seconds. I'll take this one.
Yeah.
We have got Sierra Knox, Silence Pistol, Kitchen Staff, Robert Knox, Explosive Accident, Solderinio Mechanic. All right. Well, you can definitely just start Waiter here. Although we have got looking for a game to capture for Meekah, that's going to be a crash, and that should mean that we end up respinning this.
Yeah, but that was definitely just a way to start. You do either shots if you want to sugar, but sugar is going to be just a bit slower and like really straightforward spin. Could have been
if we had gotten it in a different world. But instead, we will be getting another one, and we'll have to wait even longer to watch these players get back into it. I don't have the bracket pulled up. I'm aware this is lower bracket round 6. The player who wins, they are in the top, 7, top 8? Do we know? Does anybody in chat know? Do you know?
Like top 6, top 7.
So top 8. So yeah, very very solid run for both players, and yeah, both just hoping to take it another step forward as we see that timer 1:30 now until we get our next spin. How do you feel about this map? You a fan?
I really like playing it. I'm a fan of this map. Not the best at this map, or just not the favorite, but I always like to see like how people play Miami, and that's gotta be something about how sunny it is, and like Sapienza is also the map that I just love to see.
Yeah, it does
play
have good visual vibes, I think. Yeah, Miami's always been a personal favorite of mine. There's just not a lot of spins I get on Miami that I'm just like, oh god, this is gonna be miserable. SkyL3R, Meekah getting into photography here.
Yeah, and also I believe that they're just hungry.
Yeah. Well, this waiting won't be helping them.
But you start as a waiter and you have to wait, so that makes sense. That's something poetic from Meekah, I believe.
Yeah, and Meekah maybe needs to look into a side job. I think they've got some real talent here. As both players hopping back into the replay. What food is this? I really don't know. I couldn't tell if it was like square sandwiches or like brownies.
Yeah, I believe it is brownies.
IY leaving it a little vague at least.
Prepare yourself.
As we prepare
Dual
for
starts
this
in 10
second
seconds.
Miami spin. Let's hope this one
9,
sticks.
8,
It will be
7,
Sierra, Falling
6,
Object,
5,
Aeon Mechanic,
4,
Moses Lee, Next
2,
Snap, Robert
1.
Knox. All right.
Eliminate the target.
Okay, so people just decided to make it harder because
I would.
let's let my game crash so we would have a harder spin.
I would. Another one where you're probably just going. Waiter, real quick. SkyL3R changing their loadout real quick to get a Durian in there. Not losing too much because they were replanning and loading. A lot of replan buffering here that they're going to have as they take the phone now.
It's like I literally can't do the spin if that's.
So now we just
I
we
didn't
just have to go for
I think
Yeah.
Meekah is unmuted. I'm realizing. And they're just kind of quiet.
It's like unending.
Okay.
That I had heard them early in the match and it kind of just caught me off guard. I was like, I didn't know if that was them or what was going on. Now Meekah working in the Kowloon garage. SkyL3R downstairs, grabbed the key card. Both got the sugar.
Yeah, a lot of garage things to do.
Yeah, you got to get to or
Garage disguises,
SkyL3R kind
yeah.
of tracing their steps backwards. Maybe realizing they were not going the right way, and yeah, now here they are getting the Aeon Mechanic. With those two spins, the last one did have Soteranio. Maybe that's where they still had Soteranio on their mind as they
I'm sorry,
move
I
through.
could be just unexperienced player, but you can do sugar for Kavun team
Yes,
too?
yes, yeah, and that way you get Moses Lee will get out first. You can grab Moses and still get over in time to drop the speaker on Sierra.
Also, good thing to mention is will Sierra winning be a problem for Falling Object? Because I think that could be a case for this spin. Or you can.
Frankly, I'm not sure I've done Moses Lee Falling Object, so I couldn't say for sure. Although Meekah needs to avoid being seen, get in front of this little barricade. SkyL3R just taking care of Sierra's car right now. Presumably, with the Aeon Mechanic to switch in. They're going for it maybe in the more traditional way, just using the sugar to take care of Sierra.
Yeah. And then you not really you would have that much of a time to grab. No, he would have enough time to grab Mostly he's not going for Peekaboo, right? So
And
he's just
now
grabbing Moses Lee right now.
here is Sierra coming towards the spot to get this kill. Looks like it should be fine. And here she comes. Just got to know when to get this one off. There you go. So Meekah gets the first kill. And now they can go grab their Moses Lee over here.
Target down. Next up, Robert Knox.
Another
yeah,
thing
now-
is, will SkyL3R get Moses Lee? Will he? Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Yeah, but now Meekah, now that that's all gone to plan, Meekah has set themselves up really well. Grabbing Moses Lee in the middle of all of that. Certainly setting themselves up here with a nice little lead as they make their way over to Robert, probably about 15-ish seconds ahead.
Yeah, something like that. That could be fatal, including the fact that you don't have any like shenanigans left to do. Like
Yeah,
just regular isolation on Robert Knox.
yeah. As long as everything with your Robert ISO goes to plan, which is generally pretty straightforward. This one definitely looking over, but don't want to jinx any players. Meekah making their way across the skywalk, 4:20 on the clock. And yeah, looks pretty straightforward for both players from here. Just a bit of a waiting game, really. Although Robert is going to be a bit closer for SkyL3R, I don't think it'll be enough to make a difference, really.
Let's see. But yeah, like 10-second difference now.
Both targets down. Well done, 47. Head for an exit and
And yeah.
Why is this guard so
Yeah, big
so
gap
slow?
between the
Okay.
guard. Definitely frustrating for SkyL3R there. Don't think it would have made the difference, with Meekah already getting out of there. Running out in the Moses Lee disguise to make sure they're saving all the time they need. And yeah, getting out with a, looks like it'll be 15-second plus lead here. Even closer to 20, actually. So, yeah, that'll be 2-2. Meekah's going to even that one up, you'd assume here. Although SkyL3R did have a few resets. They seem pretty quick replans, though. I don't know. I wasn't paying super close attention to SkyL3R's load times.
Yeah, so I think that's replanning that ruined everything for SkyL3R.
Yeah, I wonder. It's a shame it looked like they spent a few extra seconds on the cams there. If that had been a bit quicker, who knows? Because maybe even something closer to 15. I don't think they have enough to make up 19 seconds, but I guess we'll see if they end up waving or not.
Okay, so now just being polite and interested in my main caster, I would ask you, do you like is that the next map, Chong, right? If it's not, I'm
It
gonna
would
be so
appear,
embarrassed.
it would appear that's the next map. Not particularly, no. I would say this is probably one of my less played maps. I think generally though, and this isn't always the truth, but generally, some of my favorite maps are the ones that are flatter, and like the really vertical maps, like Chong, Scale. There are others that aren't coming to mind right now. Generally, aren't my favorite.
Like 20 seconds is away, but...
Yeah, also word vertical just applies so good to these maps. I never heard it before, but it does sound
Yeah, it's
like a thing.
and a lot of the time I think maps that you like or don't like just based on how much you've been playing them. As it looks like we are gonna get a little count of this photo finish. If I had to guess, I think SkyL3R maybe still comes up somewhere between 5 to 10 seconds short of the photo finish tie. But we will see. It looks like Chong is the next map. A tie would be huge for SkyL3R here. And yeah, equally so for Meekah. And yeah, like I had mentioned, it would be the first time SkyL3R has gotten a point off Meekah in a map other than the opening map. So it would be good to keep up the momentum.
Okay, so is Chad gonna tell some funny stories for us?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. I don't know why they haven't started already, but looking over at some of Meekah and SkyL3R's stats in the meantime, for Meekah at least, on their career Chonk, definitely not one of their favorite maps. 5 of 13 wins on that one, 38% win percentage there. Whereas since I am on mobile here, it's going to take me about 10 years to get over to SkyL3R. But once I get there, we'll also have their stats. As I believe it's Afro, who is graciously adminning this one.
Yeah, I think so.
And yeah, for SkyL3R, it's their second best map, purely based on win percentage. 6 wins, 1 loss, or 6 wins out of 7. I suppose it could be a tie. So, simply based on the stats, you would say that the next map is favoring SkyL3R. All the more reason that this is an important one for Meekah to have go their way. Chat not
People
feeling.
just, yeah, the people just don't know any jokes. Like,
That's what I was gonna say. Chat's not feeling very funny right now, but you
can
know.
somebody entertain us? Like, I'm sorry, but
I know. They told me that's what I'm supposed to be doing, but like, what if I get bored? Come on. Pidgey, SkyL3R had 3, I think like 3 replans early. I don't know if it'll be enough, but could maybe make it sort of close. I also don't know what Meekah's load times are like though. Because if they have any sort of significant load times, that could pretty much nullify anything SkyL3R gets. Wow. And when you tell
yes,
them to
it
be
is.
when you tell them to be funny, they're just mean. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. We've got some
Okay, can you
old
just
school
be toxic in the
bullies.
chat like you hate each other? Okay, so just imagine, I feel like if when you admin the match, you feel like a guy who is responsible for all like effects in the movie, and you're just there in the small room making this all your job, like with a small light bulb above your head or something.
No, I think that tracks. I admittedly, I don't think the reason I've never even applied to admin, I just get too worried I'd make like some big mistake, and I would just, even other people not being mad at me, I feel like people would be like, I would be mad at myself, and I'd just be like, oh, that was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. Whereas if I cast, I'm just an idiot talking on a mic, and it doesn't really matter. I don't affect who wins and loses.
Yeah.
Oh, Apricot says they can tell a story.
Yeah, let's go Apricot. It's time.
I'm sure this will be great.
That's what people need nowadays, just a funny story to know. Okay, so a few years ago, a friend of ours was doing a presentation.
Unfortunately, we have to react at typing speed.
Yeah.
And he did like 15 minutes before it was due. Oh, and Meekah gets it. Oh, and we cannot finish your story, Apricot.
4, 2,
That is
2.
a shame.
So
As we get.
Okay. We're coming up. Chong Xin coming up next, and that guy, friend of Apricot, did not know anything about the topic, so they decided to ask some post presentation questions, and that's
Oh,
gonna be huge.
and that is going to be huge as we now get a real good look at these stats. 6-1 for SkyL3R, 426 PB. Meekah 5-8, but with a stronger PB, 333 there for them. And Meekah is ahead. Actually, Meekah is responsible for SkyL3R's only loss on this map. So yeah, interesting tidbit. SkyL3R on the overall stats, maybe you'd say even or maybe slightly ahead, but yeah, Meekah with the head-to-head win and the PB, so certainly one that could go either way.
So I think Skylar now shoots the right windows because he was uh, last time he played Chong. I believe I'm allowed to say this. I do remember him shooting wrong windows just to trick some players that don't know how to do two drones.
He is a trickster. But yeah, as the clock comes down here, I do feel like this map is huge for SkyL3R. Probably one of their favorites that they would have seen come up in the RNG pool. Very even match so far, and they've got a chance to take a lead past the opening map for the first time in their matchup history. Between players who by all results are very similar caliber players. So no reason to expect that SkyL3R couldn't get the heads up, but Meekah not gonna want to let them get their first win, as we are now just 30 seconds out from the spin on the third map.
Okay, so here it comes in 30 seconds. So excited to be honest. Just these big matches just feel like a holiday every day.
Yeah, no, both players. I actually haven't. Let me actually check what their
Agent, get
career
Agent,
best
get ready.
placements
Duel
are.
starts in 10
Um,
seconds. 9,
SkyL3R, I believe, playing for their best
7,
placement. As we get the
6,
spin, Desan, you want to
5,
take this one?
4.
Yeah, I
3,
do.
2,
One second spin, and it's
1.
Hush inject poison kill this guy as
Eliminate
homeless
the
person
target.
and Imogen Royce, killed with cleaver. That's what you want from us to see, and disguised as the board member. Okay, they will just start as chef or cook or no. Never mind.
They both start in the
Tinder,
block.
both of them start in the block, and they're not. Only Skylar goes for two drones, while Meekah is trying to get fast. Yeah, that makes sense. To get fast homeless person and just rush Hush.
Yeah, and yeah, grabbing the very standard homeless disguise grab in this corner. And yeah, the Hush kill really, if you know that grab, takes care of itself here. I've actually, frankly though, I'm not super familiar with grabbing the board member, late, but I'd imagine it's as simple as just getting the right disguise, and
Yeah,
it's pretty
I
similar
believe
to it at the start.
he will be there for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So have like at least 4 minutes, at least if he ever moves.
Meekah getting a drone shot off right before they key through this door. Meanwhile,
Also, if
SkyL3R
you
right
gamble
behind them,
and
and
Me-
Meekah seen.
and Meekah ripped first rip in this match actually.
And on a map like this, a very significant one, giving SkyL3R a 120 lead. With this kill set up right here.
Why are you doing all that?
I
That sucks.
There was no need to
I don't-
shoot him, I believe.
Probably my turn.
But okay,
and there we go. All right.
okay.
So took a few seconds longer than we thought, but SkyL3R gets it done.
Get Imogen Royce and you can get
Takes out another drone, grabs the calmer and the hammer, and now they are headed down.
What I wanted to say is that you can also the way to get fast the 100% disguise is to gamble. Never gamble.
Never gamble. Yeah, the house always wins, except for when they don't. As Skylar, yeah, gonna go down here towards the. We're up here, actually, and then down, and then through the window. They're playing a 2D
Yeah, that
video game at
will
the
work.
moment.
Yeah.
And
I
there's
believe
the cleaver.
Skylar would know. Skylar knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
I
they're very close to.
no.
As we get another reset from Meekah. And yeah, if Skylar knew, they would know they can do essentially whatever they want here, and they're fine. As they've got all the materials needed for the second kill.
As we see here, Skylar plays really safe. Like he blacked homeless person, he tranked a board member, and he got spotted only because he was wrong while exiting that corner. So that guy would not be ever found. So
Yeah, and perfect timing here for this Imogen kill. And yeah, they're just going to be able to walk out to the bicycle, and that'll be 4-2 for Skylar, putting this one on match point.
Unless you want to handle it yourself.
and here it is. Skylar finishes this map, this spin with time of 4 minutes 15 seconds. Is that PB for him?
Yes. Or, well, actually,
And
no, I said that confidently, and I'm not sure. So
yeah, I
I'll take
believe
that
his
back.
PB is like around. I believe his PB is around 8 minutes.
4-2.
Is what I remember.
Yeah.
I will check that.
And
So
we get another Whittleton here. As Skylar looks to take this one 4-2. Or 6-2. Looks to convert their 4-2 lead into a 6-2 win. We'll be seeing those stats any second. And there we go. For Meekah, it is a 7-4 record with a 6-minute 19-second PB. For Skylar, it's 3-5 with a 5-minute and 27-second PB. However, Meekah holds the head-to-head in this one as well. They the one time they have played this map, Meekah took it. And yeah, of course, the world record 321 by Nez and RWC 2024. It's got to be one of the older records at this point, I feel like.
yeah, something like this. So we are talking about this, and it is a horizontal map, firstly, and it is really sunny, and it's just nice to be in this map. So, do you like playing this map?
Yeah, it's I think for a lot of people, not named Moo, this is like a very like average map. That like, you just like you don't love but you don't hate, you just kind of tolerate it. Personally, it's one of those maps that like I really enjoyed playing casually. Like it's nice weather. You can kind of just run forever, because it is so like horizontal and like but yeah, I think it's a decent map. Not personally my favorite, but certainly not even close to my least favorite either.
So, okay, I wanted to say that you said that it is a decent map, and if I said that this map was my favorite, that could be a decent map.
Well, look, it's all opinion based, and like I said, in my eyes, there are plenty of worse maps to have as your favorite than Whittleton. I think Whittleton is not at the bottom. Yeah, no, yeah, Moo is a big Whittleton fan. Um, but yeah, sometimes the clues can kind of put things on rails on this map, for sure. Still though, it's somewhere in the middle of the pack for me, and I can definitely see why you'd like this one. Not a bad map by any means. As we're 10
Okay, so
seconds away
here
from the
comes.
spin, is this one me or you?
Agent, get ready.
I
Duel
believe
starts
it's
in 10
your turn to
seconds.
read
All
spins.
right, I will
9,
take this one. We have got
7,
Janus with a letter opener
5,
as the
4,
politician's assistant. Nolan
2,
Cassidy as
1.
with the hatchet
Eliminate the
in the
target.
Archean robes.
Oh, interesting. I like having politician assistant and or Archean ropes.
Yeah, I always like seeing a little politician's assistant check on the way to Janus. Just make sure you can get that one quick. The letter opener, I believe, in Helen. Is it Helen West's attic?
Crazy lady. Yeah,
Yeah,
crazy lady.
the muffin lady. Um, as Skylar gets stuck on the police cruiser. But yeah, now both of them making their way over to the smuggle. And yeah, pretty straightforward from here. Need to get their way up into her attic. And then Janus will be downstairs to take care of.
You could make this spin 10 times harder if you just swap these disguises and make politician assistant for Nolan Cassidy and Arcane ropes for Janus.
Yeah, the definitely, yeah, probably the preferred way of doing this these disguises around is Skylar getting that letter opener at the 1:15-ish mark, hopping out. Meekah getting there around the same time on IGT, but RTA still about 5-ish seconds behind.
Okay, never mind. You would always go for. You need to go for political opener, which is in the same building as Arcane rope. So never mind. It's not. It wouldn't make that much of a difference.
As Meekah gets a reset, I didn't see what caused that. That is
Um,
huge, though.
Me neither, to be honest.
Ooh, Skylar caught between guards, but moves just in time and should be able to handle this pretty easily now.
Okay, so he knows how to evade whooshes. He will not scream.
And
Skylar
yeah,
is not checking. Okay.
it appears Meekah got 5-second ruled for their reset. Meanwhile, Skylar, yeah, taking care of Janus, and they're good to get out of here now and just go grab these Archean robes. And this is a really, really straightforward one to finish for Skylar. This is not looking good for Meekah.
Believe you could just game with getting clues first and then getting Nolan Cassidy in the garage, or making him sick and only then getting clues. So
Yeah, they should have Skylar should have time to grab the last clue, and then just frankly wait for Nolan to walk into that garage and take care of him. As long as they don't try to rush this in any way, they really should be set to tap this one in.
why people are typing GGs? It's not over.
People love the people love to go for the jinxes. As yeah, Skylar making their way over to this bushy patch over here where the hatchet is.
I do like how he just manages to remember about everything that we saw in this match. He threw that briefcase knowing that he will come back there later. Didn't take it when he just
Yeah,
was in that
yeah.
roof, and he remembered about the briefcase when he was going. back for headshot or
Yeah,
for arcane ropes.
it's been a very, very like measured and like calculated performance from SkyL3R. Not really any big mistakes at all. I feel like the as they are gonna go make sure they can catch Nolan in the garage here before they get that last clue. Shouldn't be a problem though. The smart play here.
Okay.
Oh.
Won't be big problem, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Because it was gonna be Nolan who would have investigated it anyway.
Just a good thing that he didn't scream when door was open.
And now, yep, just tapping in for SkyL3R. Just got to grab this. Dig up the box and make their way to the exit. And that'll do it for SkyL3R. That's going to be a 6-2 win over Meekah. Flipping the script on their last two matchups and crucially advancing, I believe, to their personal best finish. As we say goodbye to Meekah, making another solid run ever since they've come back. They've been really strong. And obviously we've seen this matchup can go either way between these two really solid players.
I believe, if I'm just not wrong, SkyL3R did not rip once in this match.
Yeah, I think.
Or did he?
I know for sure they reloaded a few times, but those were replans that I'm remembering. I don't know if they ever had a reset necessarily. So yeah, a really solid performance from SkyL3R to get that done there. As we take a look at the brackets now, and we can see as I interact down here. Here is the remainder of the lower bracket. We have got Dane versus Apricope up top, and we have got SkyL3R versus that Observer down on the bottom of the bracket. And then as we go up to winners, we've got Moo versus In for Fun on the bottom of winners. And we've got Scruffy versus Quat on the top of winners. So yeah, a really stacked bracket remaining. Some really cool, I'd say, like underdog type runs with like Apricope and Observer, I think, making it to both of their career best finishes. SkyL3R already on a career best finish. And then, yeah, some of the real heavy hitters still remaining up here. So yeah, very, very interesting matches still to come. And speaking of those matches still to come, we have got Moo versus In for Fun in just over 21 hours. They'll be playing Berlin and Haven. And then we also have Scruff versus Quat playing Hokkaido and Shong after that. So some big matches still to come. Two heavy hitting winners bracket matches right there. Thanks for joining me on the cast, Isan. It was a good match.
Yeah.
Good to see SkyL3R pull through and get that win. And sad to see Meekah out though. A really strong player. And yeah, you hate to see any player go at this point because everybody is of a really, really high class of player. So congrats to SkyL3R. Hopefully Meekah is back next time around. And thanks for joining me on the cast, Isan.
Yeah, thanks for being with me.
Of course, yeah. I think it went well. And thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully you guys are back for the next couple of matches. Have a good one.
Goodbye.